Hey, how y'all doing? Grand Rising. Always grand. Always grand. I am too tech. Um, Tonight I got my significant other. I have my wife here. She's there. I don't know if you've seen any of the other previous shows or not, but we explained a little bit about our relationship. I'm not or whatnot, but tonight we're gonna get into why we really connected in our relationship. We're gonna get into uh our understanding, well, our understanding of our background and why it kind of like inspired both of our journey together. Because with her being deaf and me being a black man in America, um, the struggle, the struggle is similar. It's similar because they had to go through their judgmental crisis in the community. They had to be and they wanted to use just to top off. We're going to be talking tonight about how they try to use deaf people and the disabled for an excuse to keep slavery. Okay, and that uh that played a significant part. But we got some key players. They all dead and gone. They all passed away. The people that we're talking about tonight. But it even said in some of the resources. It says in some of the resources that we look up our information in. These are books that we read. But it says that in these books on that some of their primary intentions were to make an excuse for why they needed slavery and continued slavery. And the disabled, the insane, and the deaf people was one of the excuses that they try to do away with the Emancipation Proclamation. Okay, and back to our relationship though, but these things right here are what inspired. It inspired me and you when we should read, we should study, we should study together, and we should learn these different topics in the information that was close to the same that black people went through. And um that's that's how they categorize um black people back in the day. They used to say that we are the sub species. That means we are not capable of living. That was their excuse. That was their excuse to have us in slavery. And I read a lot of these books, and they tried to under teach. They try to under teach deaf people, and yeah, and it's the same thing. How they try to underteach uh, Black Americans or the original people, and they try to leave out information. They try to mislead our uh, our narrative into a direction that makes you feel helpless. And when I first met you, and I am proud of my family. They give me a lot of good morals, respect. for other people. They are the reason why I have this drive. I have this inspiration to move forward. We're trying to help other people to tell them that it's not wrong to tell the people who are in charge or who lead us that they're wrong. It's not wrong for you to stand up because they mislead us, they neglect us, and they find our weakness in us and then try to make a personal gain from it. And she wanna do a little sign language for y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna interpret it for her. I've been with her for what 7 years almost, and I'm still not that good at sign language. It's a hard language, and I have to work a lot, so I have to put a lot of time into it like I need to. But I know enough to communicate with her. Plus, she can read my mind anyway. So, go ahead. So if you got any deaf people out there, you can recap this and then translate it. But she want to tell you the name. She Thomas Hopkins at the Gaudet graduated from Yale University at the top of his class in 1805. This is when they first started preparing the abolishment of slavery. So they're trying to come up with new reasons to keep slavery. Okay, go ahead. The next one. Okay. He had been a salesman in corporate America, apprentice and attorney, and then in 1814 a newly ordained Congregationalist minister from the Andover Seminary, and he dedicated his life to teaching and preaching the Bible. She said something about this stealing the idea of the Bible and trying to manipulate the ideology of the Bible to keep slavery. But that's what she added. She added something in there for all the deaf people that's out there watching. Okay. Gallaudet, they got a college name. They got a deaf school that's named after this guy that we're talking about. They got a whole school that started all of this. There's 3 key players in this whole this coup that they had going on. Okay. And Gallaudet expressed his concerns regarding universal means of communication in the coming of the millennium when Christ will reign on earth during the last days of mankind. Mankind, yes. Hey. And so yeah, they utilize the Bible to manipulate your mindset. I mean, so if you think about if they use the Bible to do that just for that reason, and then you think about all the other reasons they use the Bible and try to manipulate our mind in the government, in the businesses, and all the different aspects, because everybody is looking up to God to save them from man's destruction. But okay, he wrote a book called The Reverie. All right, and he had a theory. Hold on, get from the camera. All right. He had a theory. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. When the millennium arrives, will one language prevail and follow up the next? So okay. This is where all this is where the clue at. I'm gonna tell them about the Native Americans and the black people that was already here. How he tried to use sign language so he could communicate with the people. He tried to use sign language so he can communicate. He tried to use sign language so he could communicate with the indigenous people. Because I mean, 1805. If you think about it, yeah. I'm gonna read. Okay. It said evidence suggests that Gaudet's initial interest was not deaf education, but rather in finding a universal language suitable to communicate with the Native American Indian people of North America. Andover Seminary missionaries cared deeply about their work with less fortunate persons, which included Native Americans, Indians, the homeless, slaves, criminals, and the poor, alcoholics, and the insane. Their training primarily focused on education and evangelism. Okay, so what I'm just going in right now, these things that we are sharing with you. I mean, I live my whole life. I mean, I'm not like white people at first, but I met Jennifer, and she changed my life because she gave me a new perspective, a new look on life, and how all of us are similar if we drop down our I'm not gonna say pride, but it's more of an embarrassment than anything, because if you talk about pride gonna hold you up top. But when you cannot let go of a way that you see that keep you strong. I mean, you're embarrassed about something in your life, but I mean, I got another story behind that. But at the same time, these things made me learn to understand more and to learn more with people that was different but the same at the same time. All right. What you want to talk about now? We done gave them their history. We done gave them their history lesson now. What you want to talk about? You want to talk about something? You want to talk to the people? Hey, what about you want to talk a little about P. Diddy? What you think about that? It's hard to say, but look, can I tell him what you say about P. Diddy? She said it wrong. She said, "Man, a man with all that power, and then you dehumanize people because you have that power." And I think it all started. Me personally, I'm going to tell them a little bit about the information that I learned about it. But I agree with him. I mean, at one time before though, I was like, man, P. Diddy didn't do that, man. Ain't no way in the world P. Diddy did that. I don't even know if y'all remember the sun don't shine forever. So as long as they're here, then we might as well shine together. Hey, but look, y'all don't remember that. I was in high school when that came out. But that's usually my favorite song. He was my role model. And to think that I still don't, I can't fathom in my mind how and why he would have hurt people when you got, I mean, anybody can do anything I mean, you don't have to force somebody to do nothing when you got that type of stardom. So I say it's a little part of me in my mind hoping the man that he's trying to set him up, but at the same time, they give us bait to trap us with. And that's what all of us. They give us bait to trap us with. And if we be stupid enough to fall for that bait that they give us, and then I mean, we just playing the same game. Do you think that let me see. I'm not gonna say the government, but the agencies and those people that out here running America and watching and surveillancing people. Do you think that it's wrong for them to set people up knowing that they are vulnerable? They are vulnerable because of the situation they're in and the freedom they have. So do you think it's wrong for, like, let's just say, like, I don't know, I mean, it could be any anything, you know what I'm saying, that they watch you and then yeah. Yeah, she said if they're not careful, she said that me and her, we talked about this earlier. If they're not careful, they're gonna try to find someone. Jay-Z. They got R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Puff Daddy. They're gonna try to get Jay-Z. And you know what it is, man? I have to be honest with you. And my Most High Divine, he watching all these deceptive and destructive ways that these people are doing about. They give you a vision to chase. And then when you chase that vision, and then you fall for that trap, and then they try to pass you on as homage or as a property to their upcoming predecessors in that same agencies that serve these whatever you're gonna call it, these organizations. But we as human beings, we gotta stop falling for that. We as Black men and underprivileged people, not just Black, but I mean anybody that went through a struggle in their life that know that this is wrong. But it's like we allow our kids to grow up and be like, okay, just like this election going on. Okay, we got somebody that look like us. Okay, it's all right to be like this. Okay, and then the other one already done let them do this. So now, guess what? We have to stop being followers to the leaders that are followers. Thank you for being with me, man. I just had somebody ask me, would you let your children, you think that me and your kids can go to Hollywood? Would you think that'd be a good environment? Good environment. No, she said no. I said no. Because for one, y'all know the original name for Hollywood? It used to be Hollywood. And there was people there that things going on. Had things going on in their community. I mean, or had things going on already that they wouldn't have took from. If no, even an adult can be persuaded. Even an adult can be persuaded into doing the wrong thing. Look at P. Diddy. Look at P. Diddy, man. That man, I guarantee you, everything that he done, somebody else brought it to his attention first, and he just trying to please his company. Ask yourself, how many of them politicians and them other people out there, he made somebody mad to tell them. That's what we do. How many of them other people you think out there done all this stuff? I think, and Jamie Foxx. I think, look, that sick act that he did. He got himself out of way of one then because he knew all this shit was going down. That's why he disappeared. He knew it. He knew it. He got the hell on. This shit is not, no, man, these folks are gathering information. And guess what? When a black man knows he has power and they are confident with themselves, they coming in to break your ass down the best way they damn can. I done been in jail. I done been in prison. Ain't shit you can do because in there I'm raping them up. Man. And I went to prison and jail over some humbug. Because I didn't want to sit in the back seat of the police car, so you want to beat my ass and you hurt yourself, you throw me in prison. Oh my God, bro. Okay, what y'all think about I'm gonna tell you like this about my boy. Hey, Trump. Hey, he a snake. Oh, how you do that? Good. I know. He a snake. Trump, yeah, he a snake. But we know he's gonna expose. He's gonna expose, and he's gonna tell the truth on all them other people. They catch him in them little lies. I mean, tell you the truth, man. Okay, Obama. I love the idea. I love the idea of a black man being president. I love the idea of a black woman being president. But at the same time, why would a black man as an icon tell the rest of the world it's okay, you can be gay and get married? I don't have nothing against nobody out there or what your sexual preference is. I promise you that. But when a child is coming up, I predicted this. When a child is coming up and you walking through that grocery store and you walking your child in the grocery store and you see a man and a man tongue kissing in the store. My child asked me, but now we got, I mean, peace and love to y'all, man. Peace and love to y'all. But we gotta be mindful. We gotta be mindful of of the environment we expose to our younger generation. Because me, my life got screwed up because I was 12, 13 years old, home alone. Guess what? I got grown men across the street say, come on. Hey, get beer, man. Hey, I got some weed for you. Hey, you got come on, man. Your mama ain't home. All right, man. Look. Hey, look, I'm gonna take me a short break. Hey, look. It ain't over with. Look, I'm gonna try to come back tonight, man. I hope y'all be waiting. Okay, then. Hey, look, then. Hey, the show must go on, then. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. Hey, I'm not a fast sign language. Okay, you want to see here, and you want to I can try to tell the hearing people what you say, but it's just anything that's important. Important you want to say to the people, and I'll try my best. But you know how I am. I got broke friends and all. But you wanna say something to him? Yeah. I know that, man. What you want to say to the people though? Is there anything you want to say? It's your podcast too. We're a team. Anything you want to. Anything you want to. You can just have a conversation. Just tell them this look. Whatever. I mean, because we can talk about us, but this just yeah, say something funny. Anything, just to attract the deaf people, and you show them later on. We get them tuned in. But I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna give you about 2 or 3 minutes if you want. You can talk to the people. Okay. She wanna talk to me. But I'll translate it for you. She said it's funny. She said the world. Pray to God. She said, so how she said, do you so and basically me and her, we had some amazing things, amazing things happened to us. Okay. And when okay, I had to explain the whole thing first. Okay. She said we pray to God using our voice and and manipulating energies in order to reach something that can read you all the way inside and out. Right? God can see you. It can see you before you even start even speaking and thinking. Okay. Yeah. So we say all these things to each other and try to persuade others to think and believe in one way, because the way that we pray to God with our voice and the intensity of our loudness. Yeah, but look, she know and I know, but yeah, I told him that already. I told him that. But she said God reads your heart and your entire existence before you even start trying to put on that show. So when I pray, when I give my thanks, I pray with intelligence and awareness and consciousness of the absolute situation or what I'm going through, or what has been done to me, and what I need to connect with. And I meditate on it. And I never, you never close your prayer. You never. If you close your prayer and you not continue to meditate and let all be known in your life, and then you faking yourself. Yeah. What else? That was a good topic. What else you want to talk? Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me see. Let's see what we got. We'll check out something. Let's see what we got going on. See who's interested. Who wanna yeah. Oh my god. Hey, y'all wanna hear some good shit? Hey. She said he was abusing women with 784 dildos. She said that's why he was in jail. Oh, man, I'm talking about PC, man. Hey, why they put that man business out there? She said, yeah, that's why he was in jail. He was abusing women with dildos and all the damn dudes. Oh my god. Yeah, for real. That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just probably that's true. That's true too. You know what? I don't know when drugs and alcohol is involved, and then you got all them toys available. Ain't no telling what the hell you might do. So he might got carried away. 784. I was born in 1984. He almost had every damn year I was goddamn dead. What the hell? Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, it's just that when he allowed himself to he let his mind go and become sick like that because he had when you have all them pleasures and then this world is already corrupt. It's already corrupt. So when you have all that in the midst of that, I mean, you got look. I'm not gonna agree. I'm not gonna agree with you with that because you have bad deaf people and you have bad hearing people. You have bad white people and you have bad black people. It's just like because it's more. It's more of them. She said that the hearing people. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth about them people. I talked to them. They have never. They have a lot of them. They have been I say closed. They've been closed in to a lifestyle and understanding. Okay, so when I tell them some of my theories, I tell them my logic. They be like, I understand. That's right. I never seen it that way before. But I tell a hearing person, man, I done had I done had some hearing people tell me I'm crazy. For telling them the truth. And they don't need to do nothing for it because Jesus Christ coming back to save me. He's gonna handle all my problems. You gonna be dead and gone then. But one thing about these people, if you give them, if you try to help them from what they've been suppressed in and neglected in, they will listen to you. You may deaf people, they will ask you a lot of questions because they want to know. They can feel the vibration. But my main thing is, man, I'm doing this podcast to reach out to people. I'm doing this podcast to hopefully one day be able to start that foundation and start that organization, that good organization, to give back to those that have been oppressed, those that have been misled, those that had their disabilities. And I'm not just talking about physical disabilities. I'm talking about mental disabilities by the way that we've been led. First thing they want to say when you try to stand up and get yourself together, first thing they want to say is, why you playing victim? Why you playing victim? Why you acting like somebody done something to you to make your circumstances like this? Hold on. But thing is, man, we are really prisoners of war. We are forced to just allow people to continue to take from us, to chastise us from the circumstances that they create in an environment by putting us in communities and neighborhoods in these controlled environments and conditions. They sit there, and once we make a mistake, guess what? They reign benefit from it. I asked this man one time, I said, all my stuff, all my grandmama's stuff was taken from her. And she was forced to work on her own land. And we had to move off our land because there was too many living in that house. If I never would have moved to that neighborhood, I never would have been left at home because my mama was working hard trying to take care of me. I never would have went outside and explored at life because I would have had some consolement and some compassion from the people that was breaking their neck to make other people's life better from what they done took from us. I can give names. You can look in these books and find my family. That's what I was telling you, man. We gotta stop letting people pick us. We gotta stop allowing them to continue to manipulate us. Because I say over and over and over and over again, if we allow this continue to go on, I'm gonna tell you like this. Every time you give your consent to something, every time you're gonna vote, every time you sign your name, every time we called on people to arrest one of us, we give them job security over our ass of a situation that they didn't create. That man I was telling you about, I told him, I said, you done did all this, your family done did all this stuff to us. And you sitting there, you ain't trying to do nothing to get it back. You ain't trying to do nothing to show your appreciation. Instead, you continue saying it's our fault. And he laughed at me and said, it's something called, you ever heard of something called the generational curse? And I said, I looked at him, I said, if I never would have been put in that situation by something that somebody else had done, I would never be in the situation that I had went through all these problems. He looked at me, he said, so you think that I should have to pay for something that my great-grandparents did to your family? I said, no. I said, but you be doing something to get it back right. Because you know this world falling apart. And I walked off on him. That's the thing. We think that as long as we manipulating the energy and making other people pay for our consequences and putting the blame consequences and putting the blame on other people, nothing never gonna come back to you. For example, they can deny and they can use them. But once you are aware and you're conscious of everything that went on, that energy is real. Like she said, when you pray, you cannot act in your prayer. You can only tell the truth. And that extra energy you're doing, you're only cursing yourself and making an image of yourself that's easy to see your flaw. But hold on. I'm gonna read something. Okay. This some interesting facts. Okay. Phyllis Wheatley was the first African American to publish a book of poetry, poems on various subjects, religions, and moral in 1773. Born in Gambia and sold to the Wheatley family in Boston when she was 7 years old. Wheatley was emancipated shortly after her book was released. Harsh Fight, written by the poet activist Lucy Terry. Look, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I think she was one of the ones. Okay, when she went through the emancipation, she ended up selling all the gold that she had, and ended up becoming one of the richest black women it was. I think I'm pretty sure that's her. But the thing is, though, back then, back then, we was gave the motive that your gold will be more valuable to you if you sell it because it was money. They tricked them to trade. Oh, I mean, you have some African Americans back then, some Black Americans back then. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, they can bring all of us some Africans. They weren't even smart individuals to do that. But make a long story short, man, look, we was tricked to put all our heritages and this gold into treasuries that now hold a currency to all our US dollars. And we had, I mean, it was a lot of wealthy Black families back then. And once they sold out and they got rich, guess what? They kind of hid who they were from the rest of society and the other Black people. I got another yeah. We can go to that one. All right. Another fact of the day. This is another first millionaire. I think this may be what I'm talking about, but it was like Madam C.J. Walker, born Sarah Breedlove, December 23rd, 1867, May 25th. She died May 25th, 1919. Was an American entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and political and social activist. She's recorded as the first female made millionaire in American history in the Guinness Book of World Records. Multiple sources mention that although other women like Mary Ellen Pleasant might have been the first wealth, it's not well documented information because they don't tell you that this lady developed cosmetics, hair care for Black women, and she invested in Rockefellers and she actually lived next door to the Rockefellers. And I want to say Rothschild or somebody, his wife was a mulatto. And you don't understand how much impact and how much we help these corporations and these people that overrun us. Because one thing, only way for you to get in the mind of a species of a being is you gotta infiltrate them by one of their own. So that means in order for me to understand how a monkey works, I gotta put a monkey in a cage. I gotta starve him. I have to do different things in order to get a reaction from the action that I create. So a lot of these rich people back then, black people I'm talking about, man. I mean, it was different times coming out of slavery, man. So who's to say what they may have done, what they may have not have done to cause us to be in this situation that we in right now because they was just trying to escape. But it don't just start there. Because the simple thing, look, how did it get us into slavery? They had indentured white people. They had indentured servant white people. They have a mixture of all these people. But the thing is, they wanted this country. And we was already here. So they colonized. And look what they did in South Africa. We got generations now in South Africa is talking about damn South Africa. And they're from damn Sweden or somewhere. Hell, they ain't even from Sweden because they took that from somebody. It's not about it's about being able to acknowledge within you so that you won't lose you. You man, people what you want to say? You want to say something? Yeah, she said, read these books. And she hope y'all she said she hope y'all have good experience. Hey man, I love y'all. Y'all take care.